A faint wind whispers across the Raft River Mountains, a sound that carries the echoes of a lost community. We're journeying into Yost, Utah, a name that today speaks more of stark beauty and quiet solitude than the vibrant, stubborn life that once thrived in this remote valley. The story of Yost is one of sheer pioneering will, a testament to those who stood on this harsh ground and swore they could carve a future from it. Settled around 1879, this remote outpost first took root as George Creek. Its enduring name, Yost, came from Charles Yost, a determined cattleman who drove in and built the valley's first lonely cabin. But this wasn't a solitary dream for long. The community was sustained by the unyielding labor of families like the Omans and the Taylors, dedicated pioneers whose grit is still tied to this land. They were the architects of a brief civilization, digging those vital irrigation canals, raising log homes against the winter, and consecrating a sturdy rock church. They were here because they believed. Life in Yost was inextricably linked to the rhythm of the grazing herds. From its earliest days, cattle and sheep ranching were the twin pillars of the valley's fragile economy. Charles Yost's initial venture quickly expanded, becoming a crucial part of the region's range wars and market drives. The town's lifeblood was enriched by immigrants who heard the call of the West and came for a promise of new land and freedom. You had the Scotchman, John Blythe, for example, bringing in the first major herd of sheep, adding a powerful, diversified engine to the local industry. And you had settlers from places like Sweden, who, seeking both a religious haven and fertile soil, contributed their formidable work ethic to the farms, the carpentry, and the trades. They shaped a robust, authentic existence in this challenging landscape, all united by the back-breaking commitment to make the high desert yield. Yost was a true Western experiment, a remote valley briefly brought to life by the grit of diverse peoples. Now, we follow the faded paths of the town that gave out, but never gave up. And so, Yost, on the cold, high border where Utah touches Idaho, returned to the wind. But the silence here isn't empty. It's filled with the unseen grit of the Tracys, the Omans, and the Taylors, the Swedes, the Scots, and every pioneer family that hauled rock and ranched hard on this ground. They built a town that, for a time, claimed more territory than any other in the state. We leave Yost not as a ghost town, but as a testament to resilience. This is where the true stories of the West are found. Not in the boom, but in the echo. And those are the stories we'll keep following.